Steps forward, 2 steps back.
One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
Here I am, a trained assassin playing nursemaid to a damn cellar key.
One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat. One of Kalo's pet cats. Time to make me a fur coat.
What? Intruders!
How good of you to join me. Let's talk. We need to speak quickly. I doubt I'll remain undiscovered for very long. This projection, a simple spell. Nothing to it, really. But that's not what I want to discuss. I'm hiding in an empty servant's quarters at the moment. I discovered that Prefect Kalo is no longer in charge here. In fact, he's been arrested. That's the thing. Prefect Kalo isn't really one of the Euraxians. His cohort of Imperials accompanied my half-sister into Rimmen, but he's been a vocal opponent of her coup and subsequent claim of rulership. Apparently, he refused another order. Kalo's probably being held on one of the lower levels. See if you can find him. He should be able to tell us more about the Dragon Guard and Solinia's orders. Wait a moment. I'm about to have company. I'll find my way to you as soon as I can.
Interesting. You're not one of Euraxia's mercenaries. I'm Prefect Kalo, commander of the Cygnus Irregulars. And you're that outsider working with the Khajiit militia. I expected you hours ago. Well, let's not dawdle. You have an assassination squad to stop, I assume, so if you'd open my cell? It's elementary. I pay attention to every significant event that occurs in the region. Comes with my job description. I have agents, spies, and informers from Riverhold to Rimmen. The dossier on you could choke a Wamasu. Now, about this door? I'm an Imperial without an Emperor. My cohort was assigned to accompany Euraxia on a fact-finding mission. She turned it into a conquest. I tried to temper her more violent tendencies, but her mercenaries outnumber my legionaries by a wide margin. I refused a direct order. Wouldn't give Solinia my soldiers or my file on the last Dragon Guard. So, here I am. How about this? You can find a copy of the report in my office. If the information it contains helps you, then come back and set me free. I'm a reasonable man. I have no great love for this land, but neither do I want to see it destroyed. Dragons were the last straw. In other words, this is me making a stand. You can find a copy of the Dragon Guard report in my office upstairs. Conquer Rimmen? Euraxia was sent on Imperial business to a province that owed us fealty. There was no reason to conquer a place we historically controlled. No. She decided to make her own play for power while Emperor Varen was otherwise engaged. It was complicated. Look, our quick visit turned into an invasion. Euraxia contracted an army of Nibonese mercenaries to back her up. And then the Emperor disappeared and his empire collapsed. We were stuck here without orders or assistance. She burst into my office with orders from Euraxia, demanded I provide soldiers to support her assassination squad, then commanded that I turn over my file on this so-called last Dragon Guard. I politely refused both requests, and she had me arrested. An elite unit of mercenaries. They're rabid dogs that Euraxia points at her enemies. They like to kill, and they're extremely good at it. With the urging of the dragons, she pointed them at their current target, the so-called Last Dragon Guard. Well, that puts a new spin on the situation. Solinia took my file. Then she and her soldiers went to assassinate this supposed Last Dragon Guard to appease Euraxia's dragon allies. There's a copy of the file in my office, but I suggest you hurry. Not much. I never got around to reviewing the report. You can read it yourself in my office. For some reason, this rumor of a Last Dragon Guard inspired Euraxia's ire. Maybe because the legends say they were once renowned dragon hunters? I see you found the report. Now we can continue our conversation without being separated by those inconvenient bars.
Ah, there you are. And I see you've captured Prefect Kalo. I presume he surrendered without a fight?
Don't look so shocked. My irregulars are very good at what they do. It was simple enough for them to sneak in and set me free. Now, what did you learn from the report? Anything that will help us stop Captain Solinia and her assassination squad? As I said, We were never willing participants in Euraxia's conquest of northern Elsweyr. My irregulars did as little as possible to advance her agenda, and we worked to sabotage it as often as not. Besides, have you forgotten about the dragons? The dragons won't stop after they kill or subjugate the Khajiit. We're in as much danger as everyone else. If Lord Garesh-Ri pardons my soldiers, we'll help fight the dragons. But we're going to need the Dragon Guard. Do you know where he is? Grand Chancellor, I propose that you get Garesh-Ri to pardon the Cygnus Irregulars so we can form an alliance.
An alliance? Interesting. Comrades would be helpful in the battles to come. I'll return to Rimmen, plead Kalo's case, and send someone to help you. Meanwhile, I suggest you start your search for the shrine at the Stitches.
Always day after day.
Divines protect you. A fellow wanderer on the path. Greetings. I'm Vastari. If you plan to explore the Ashen Scar, I'd advise caution. Some dark intention has this canyon in a vice grip. An inopportune time for a visit. Then again, perhaps we're meant to be here. An undead awakening, as intense as it is unstable. The corpses emerge in fits and starts for now. But I can sense more stirring below, hundreds more. If left unchecked, these creatures may spill out into larger Elsweyr, perhaps even lands beyond. Yes, maybe you can. I find myself having difficulty focusing. If the force that reanimates these corpses exerts pressure on the mind as well, that would be profoundly unsettling. I intend to search these ruins for answers. Will you join me? I'm glad to have your company. As I said, something about this place puts me ill at ease. Now, are you ready to proceed? We did indeed. I recognized you, of course, but I find that reunions can get a bit awkward if one party doesn't recall the other. I'm glad I made an impression. You certainly did. I'd still be bumbling around Cold Harbor if not for you and Azura. The very same. I find that title rather coarse, but ultimately, titles tell more about the speaker than they do about the subject. Wouldn't you agree? In these lands, she's called Azura, Queen of the Night Sky and Mother to all Khajiit. Love. With Azura, everything begins with love. A love that is fierce, possessive, even cruel, but always true and impossibly deep. I mean no offense, but worshipping dead gods always struck me as a fantastically dull and unfulfilling tradition. Yes, though not as fervently as they used to. A prophet named Ridthari-Data revealed the secrets of the Riddlethar to the Khajiit some years back, essentially creating a child's religion that sanded down the sharper edges of Khajiiti theology. I always hate to see a rich tradition usurped by a flimsy one, but ultimately it's the Khajiit's choice. What matters is that Azura loves them, and what my lady loves she always reclaims. Eventually. It's the site of an ancient Khajiiti temple to Azura, the Temple of the Hidden Moon. I conducted some research on the temple before I set out from Grotwood, but didn't find much. Something happened here that the Khajiit aren't keen to dredge up. Undoubtedly, what little scholarship I did find referred to a sprawling nest of catacombs beneath the temple, filled with Khajiiti dead. The Adepts of the Hidden Moon watched over them, I think. Beyond that, there's nothing. That's the hope, yes. Azura's influence runs deep here, deeper even than whatever malevolent force stirred up the undead. She'll guide us to the answers. Of that I have no doubt. Excellent. Let's be on our way then. The Hidden Moon Temple stands at the very center of the Ashen Scar. The adepts who lived there vanished centuries ago, but the air still crackles with arcane energy, necromantic energy. But there's more. A malice that... By Azura, that sound! Wait! My friend, wait! Forgive me. I didn't expect to face such resistance. Yes, and no. It felt as though I was struck blind and deaf, save for the sound of a beating heart. I think something tried to drive me back, then relented and tried to claim me instead. Oh, there's an intention to it, a greed and a hunger. You seem unaffected. Good. I can't go any farther. Not until I understand the nature of this event. Take these descrying stones and place them throughout the canyon. They'll allow me to perceive this threat from a distance. The 3 stones act in concert, so be sure to place them in a broad pattern that encompasses the whole area. Now, you should set out. The sooner you place the descrying stones, the sooner I can locate the source of this evil. No, not at all. Truth be told, necromancy is my primary area of expertise. The study of souls, to be more specific. I trust that won't be a problem. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, though I wouldn't blame you if you did. We haven't exactly covered ourselves in glory in recent times. I hope you'll trust me when I say my intentions aren't evil. Not explicitly so, anyway. Good. I sense, yes, some kind of wards infused into the architecture, though weakened by the march of time. Someone tried to prevent this. The corruption here is just suffocating, like a dark fog rising from below, bidding the dead to serve. Excellent. My sight grows clearer. I see a maze of catacombs below. Undead rise there too. And something else. The orb! Destroy it, quickly!
Your pathetic magics are useless here, Witch of Azura. Flee while you can. The hour of my return has come.
Thank you for acting quickly, friend. The situation appears much worse than I thought. The being you just encountered, it was the shade of a dark lich, an undead Khajiit possessing unimaginable power. You just shattered one of his phylacteries. A focus, like an arcane vessel or container. Think of the stones I gave you earlier. Those contain a sliver of my essence, but nothing of what makes me who I am. Phylacteries contain much larger fragments of the soul, powerful but dangerous tools. You destroyed one, yes, and the shade simply taunted us. There must be others. If we're to have any hope of stopping this lich, we'll have to find and destroy all of them. A daunting prospect. They're probably well hidden. I admire your optimism, unfounded though it may be. Did you notice the body near the orb? He met his end recently. I intend to find out what he knows. Place this stone in the center of the room. It should ease the summoning process. Stand back. Mitralas zelanfenal peridanere.
Where You must listen!
Speak with him, quickly.
We do not have much time. This one feels his spirit slipping away. The dark lich, Reel-kal, has awakened. He rises like foul smoke from beneath the ashen scar. Reel-kal, the ancient defiler, the dark adept, destroyer of the hidden moon. If he regains his full power, death and horror will scour all the sands of Elsweyr. The orb, I tried to claim it for myself. It sent me to a realm of nightmares, where Reel-kal's spirit reigns as king. He tore my soul to pieces, then used the remnants to awaken his body, and everything else in this cursed place. He... No more! Release me, please!
Azura have mercy on him. I'd say he learned his lesson. Well done. I had hoped to glean a bit more, but that name is enough. Reel-kal the Dromathra, Reel-kal the Moonslayer. Mages whisper his name as they do that of the Worm King Manimako. Oh, I thought him long gone. Seems I was wrong. Whatever wards the disciples of this temple put in place to keep Reel-kal bound are failing, and it's unlikely we'll find the means to mend them. We'll have to deal with this threat head-on. For that, I need your help. The Khajiiti spirit called Reel-kal the Dark Adept and the Ancient Defiler. Could Reel-kal's fate and the fate of the Hidden Moon Adepts be intertwined? the former residents of the Hidden Moon Temple. They vanished centuries ago, but the ruins of their sanctuary remain. If they managed to seal a lich like a Reel-kal away, they clearly possess skills and techniques we can use. Yes, probably. Memories run deep in places like this, and where there are memories, there are spirits. Helpful ones, I hope. With any luck, one of them will answer our questions. Now, it's a long climb to the temple summit. Are you prepared? I'm going to take a moment to make sure we didn't miss anything here. I'll meet you at the temple summit soon, unless you needed something. Well, for starters, he's more than just a lich. He is also a Dromathra. Yes, sticks in the throat a bit, doesn't it? Dromathra means something like dark spirit in the Khajiiti tongue, but I think that definition falls woefully short of describing them accurately. Something unique. Some mages believe they're Daedra who serve the Dark Prince Namira. Others contend that the Dromathra are just mortal Khajiiti souls held in her thrall. Neither definition sounds right to me. There are things about Khajiiti souls that even I, a master of soul conjuring, don't understand. For instance, only Khajiit can become Dromathra. This indicates there's some hidden capacity or dreadful flaw unique to the race. A duality. Yes, a tension between two opposing natures. A choice of some kind that no other race has to make. It's a fascinating puzzle. If we survive this, and that is a significant if, I intend to give it my undivided attention. I know little more than what I've already told you. I can guess its age from the state of the masonry and the religious motifs, I suppose. Early First Era, perhaps. The Hidden Moon adepts venerated Azura above other deities. That much is clear. Well, modern Khajiiti teachings claim a third moon appears in the sky to usher in the birth of a new Main, the spiritual leader of the Khajiit. Perhaps there was a time when it meant something else. That would make sense. My lady carries a single moon in her right hand, and legends speak of her parting the Tamrielic moons, Massa and Secunda, with a whisper. Stands to reason that she might hold dominion over this third hidden moon, too. Ah, you've arrived. I sense there's a great deal to uncover here. Some kind of Khajiit children's tale?
You know better than that, Witch of Azura.
Greetings, Spirit. We've come in good faith.
Very well. Who is this youth who travels with you, I wonder? Come, child. Let old Maza Miri have a look at you. Trespasser or pilgrim? Both, I think. But you walk this path aimlessly, child. I am Maza Miri, clan mother of the Hidden Moon. Why are you here, I wonder? Too late for that. Our rewards flicker and fade. My children all lie dead. No one and nothing remains to stop Reel-kal. We failed. I failed. Even if a champion emerged to wield the moonlight blade, the hour is too late. Azura's sword of the faithful. Oof, you know nothing of our ways, child. Even so, I see strength in you, and great deeds in your wake. Read the stones that still stand here. We will see if your mind and spirit are as keen as your blades. How would you know what to ask? You know nothing. Just read the stones, child. The only people more impatient than the very young are the very old. And Maza Miri is very old indeed. Deeds now, questions later.
So, the adepts acted as soul shepherds, ushering true souls to paradise and bent souls to this great darkness. Quite a task.
Of suffering!
Anyone want to go to Nightmare Plateau?
Tarn sent Samarak to assist you against the Euraxian officers Saulinia and her assassins. The locals say that a group matching their description passed through here a short time ago. Tarn explained that we seek a hidden Akaviri shrine. Saulinia, the assassin who murdered King Hemakar and Queen Numara. Samarak heard that name often on the day of Euraxia's coup. Perhaps this one can finally get justice for the royal family. No. Samarak was guarding Kamira that day. We were far from the palace. Anyway, this one learned that the local crime lord provided Saulinia with guides who know the scar well. We must hurry if we hope to catch them. The scar can be a treacherous place, Five Claw, even without the addition of a Nibonese assassination squad. We need to hurry, but we should also proceed with caution. The scar was carved across the face of an Equina in the ancient past. Some say Kunzari is responsible, others that Alkosh himself marked the land with his claws. Things live in the deepest cracks and crevices that we would do well to avoid.
Careful where you flaunt your wealth, Walker. You are a tempting prize indeed.
His worms are joyful lambs, a heart that shines through the dark, wrapped in the threads of
the assassins. They must have passed this way. More bodies. The hired guides. Saulinia's work, Samarak thinks. Look! There is a door behind these stones. Is this the place we seek? That door. Not even all of Zamarak's strength and training can budge a magical barrier. Maybe the pedestal. The pedestal maintains the magical barrier, but Zamarak does not know how.
Find the Dragon Guard, or his blood won't be the only thing that stains my blade this day.
The assassins that came from the south. We must hurry, Five Claw. The assassins. They stalk the southern passages. We must hurry. There may be another way past this door, deeper in the complex. Whatever has been hiding behind that door for all these years can wait a little longer. We need to deal with the assassins. They are the most pressing threat. That shout we heard. Saulinia and her killers must be close. Traps. They shot some of the assassins, but not all of them. We must be wary.
You can't hide from us forever, Dragon Guard.
You couldn't find an Albeak in Alabaster, you Roxian dolt!
There's the Dragon Guard. We're running out of time. That was the dragon. Another maze. We must find a way to the other side.
Once I select a target, it always dies.
I trained to fight dragons. This isn't going to end the way you expect.
Guard, you and your order die. Oh, good. More blood.
I refuse to die. Hear that assassin.
Maybe now the royal family can rest in peace. Thank you, Five Claw. With Saulinia dead, maybe the royal family can finally rest in peace. The Dragon Guard ran through that door, but he was wounded. We should help him. Zamorak. There was a heaviness on Zamorak's soul. Now it disperses like sand in the wind. Still, this one promised to find a new path. But these events just returned him to the same one he walked before. Yes, but Zamorak believed his previous life of violence caused those deaths. His studies and meditations told him this was so. Now, with Saulinia's death, Zamorak feels lighter. It feels good, but it also feels like a betrayal of the desert wind. You are right, Five Claw. Violence is never the best way to solve a problem. It only leads to grief. As the adepts say, when an enemy strikes you on the right, also offer him your left. But these musings are missed. Let us check on the Dragon Guard.
Oh, damn assassin. She knew her stuff. I saw her fall, though. Thanks for that. After all these years, why do I suddenly have so much company? I know about the dragons. I sent word to the other sanctuaries. The last, I didn't think so, but no one else has responded. Maybe... No. I know at least one other is still out there. He'll come. He has to. Take my ring. It will open the sanctuary. Find the dragon horn. You have to. Have to.
May Kenarthi guide you to the sands behind the stars. Below. That looks like Prefect Kalo. What is he doing here?
There you are. We came as soon as we could. Were you able to stop Captain Solinia and her assassins? Both dead? Solinia deserved it. Shame about the Dragon Guard, though. And yes, it took some convincing and Tharn's most diplomatic negotiation tactics, but Queen Chimera has accepted our help. Provisionally. The Cygnus Irregulars are on probation. For now. Once Queen Chimera sees us in action, I'm sure she'll come around. Until then, I wanted to make sure you are all right. Beating Solinia is no small feat. I'm sorry we lost the Dragon Guard, though. A dragon horn? Like the one at Star Haven Adeptorium? Huh. Well, if you think this old relic can help, lead the way.
The barrier has fallen. Let us see what awaits within.
Are these the remains of the Dragon Guard? Books and scrolls. I knew it. Knowledge is power, my friend. You'll see.
Such a small thing when compared to the dragons. Still, we should take it to Rimmon, yes?
I want to take another look at these books. We'll meet you back in Rimmon.
Zamorak will linger as well, to make sure the Imperials find their way back.
Well, we did come here for a history lesson. We'd best do what she says for now. I see. The Hidden Moon adepts practiced a form of necromancy here, pressing the souls of their corrupted kin into service so that they might be redeemed. Fascinating. The adepts charged themselves with defending the liminal border between this world and oblivion, the lunar lattice, as they saw it. Gatekeepers of a sort.
Come now, Wanderer. If you are not afraid, I have more to show you. Do you see now, child? We servants of the Hidden Moon protected and guided the people's souls, both true souls and bent, guardians and redeemers. Now, all that remains of our order are old stones and old spirits. Spirits like me. Azura's twilight path, the path to love and redemption, is fraught with perils and temptations. I thought I prepared our adepts to face the darkness without falling to it. I failed. Reel-kal is the result. How easy you make it sound. You may know that the dust storm will tear down your house, but knowledge alone will not beat back the wind. A wise corpse is no less dead. Come, Mazamiri will teach you one last lesson. Now for the story no teaching stone can tell. Reel-kal served our order for many years as our greatest champion. But as his power grew, so did his pride. In time, he renounced his faith in Azura and turned to the dark path, the way of the Tromatra. Many adepts fell under his sway, and the order collapsed into civil war. The battles sundered the temple and blighted the canyon below. We triumphed in the end, but Reel-kal would not die. He fled, seeking refuge in one of his orbs. We locked the orbs away, but now our wards grow brittle, and Reel-kal prepares to emerge once again. Only a warrior of the Hidden Moon can end this, and only with the powers of the Moonlight Blade. Make no mistake, child. Reel-kal's power and hatred have only grown since we first locked him away. The remnants of our order spent their waning years looking for a way to destroy him permanently. We found one, but it carries great risk. It is more than a blade. It is a gateway, a path, a key, a sacred tool of our order, given to us by Azura herself. Perhaps you can bear this weapon's weight. Perhaps not. This calls for another test, I think. Only a handful of adepts have ever held the Moonlight Blade, and each of them possessed a will of iron. I need to know your quality. I will conjure dark spirits in the next chamber. Banish them without falling yourself, and the blade is yours. I would worry if you didn't. Well, go on. Ask your questions, child. As I said before, it is a gift from our mother, Azura, and the greatest treasure of our order. Those who learn the Moon Knight Blade's discipline can cut through the boundaries between worlds and usher souls from one realm to another. We did. But despite the sword's power, Reel-kal escaped to a place where we could not follow. The adepts who survived our war with the Lich made great sacrifices to further empower the blade. But by the time we were done, none remained to wield it. Yes, it is. He twisted our powers to create something profane. We must use our powers to destroy it. Only the very crude would call it necromancy. Yes, we reanimated the skeletons of fallen Khajiit, but always as a path to redemption. The Dromatra who possessed those bones did so to earn their way back to paradise. By fighting for their true spirited kin. Victory illuminated the soul and loosened Namira's hold on them. When the noise of the dark faded, even for an instant, they would remember who they were. Then we sent them home, to the crossing. On the edge of eternity, Azura watches over the gates of the crossing behind the lunar lattice. It is a twilight realm where death's tide reaches the afterlife shore. Khajiit must pass through it before they reach what waits beyond. The Dromatra approach, child. Will you dance to the song of the dark? Or will you close your ears and fight? Well done. Come, the sword is just ahead. Behold, child, Shandori, guardian of the Moonlight Blade. Know that if you take the sword, you take an oath to destroy Reel-kal as well.
Mazamiri. So, the fateful moment is upon us.
It is, Shando.
So, Mazamiri's champion arrives at last. Then the battle is upon us. Azura be praised. I am Shandori of the Hidden Moon. Together, we will destroy the dark spirit of Reel-kal. The Blade and I are one. Long ago, I turned away from the sands behind the stars, from paradise, and asked Azura to let me reside within this sword instead. Here, I will stay until Reel-kal has hissed his last. Patience. The blade has rested here for too long. My connection to Azura and the lunar lattice feels faint, weak. We cannot face Reel-kal until we restore the sword to its former strength. We should seek out this sword mender as soon as possible. Reel-kal has spent centuries plotting this escape. If he regains his full strength, even the powers of the Moonlight Blade may fall short. An ancient gift from our patron Azura. We prayed over it under the lantern light of Joan and Jode for 6 months before channeling my soul into it. The blade will not fail us. You have my word. It exists here on Nirni, but not only here. I would say more, but simply describing the blade's power does it no justice. Restore the sword, champion. By the grace of Azura, all will become clear soon. Dark Moons, has the faith truly withered that much? Azura is the mother of all Khajiit. She lifted us up and bound us to the lunar lattice. Hers is the gift of Jaka-Jay, the eternal, unified spirit of our people, and all our perfect forms. Yes, Azura charged us with safeguarding lost souls and bringing them back to her embrace. Every soul of the Jaka-Jay is sacred. I served her in life. I serve her still in death. And I will serve her in any life that is yet to come. Speaking about oneself is an act of vanity. I prefer to let my actions speak for me.
Brave Shandori will guide you now, child. But do not fear. Old Mazamiri will be watching.
Oh, welcome back.
A witch. She is not of the Jaka-Jay, but I can sense a deep devotion to Azura from this ally of yours. Mother is guiding us, as she always does.
I didn't gather up any ancient spirits like you, but I did make a vital discovery. In studying the phylactery you destroyed, I identified 3 more orbs hidden deep within the temple catacombs. We should make destroying them a priority. The Moonlight Blade, eh? And I assume this spirit bound himself to the sword somehow. Fascinating. With this blade, and a wise spirit guiding us, we finally have a real chance at defeating Reel-kal. Well done, my friend. Azura's will resonates within that Moonlight Blade, but it's so faint, like a voice at the far end of a darkened hallway, or the other side of a stone door. That's it. This sword, Reel-kal's phylacteries, they're not vessels, they're gateways. I told you before, Reel-kal's phylactery felt different somehow, cavernous. Now I see it wasn't a vessel. It was a gate to another realm. A realm of horror that he controls. This moonlight blade serves as a gate too, a door to the afterlife. Something about the enchantment. It's purposeful. Its strength seems tied to your new friend's will to serve. Fighting the undead with a sword near to hand might be enough to restore it. We'll need it fully charged to defeat Reel-kal. The undead outside should provide the power you need. If you strike them down, I'm confident the sword and the spirit within will do the rest. You should share this with... Shandori, was it? I doubt he'll object. He seems more than ready to fight.
So, Reel-kal's orbs lead to a shadow realm of some kind. Moon's mercy. Is he so desperate to be free of Azura, to be free of us, that he would cast himself into a prison of his own making? Enough of that. How can we strengthen the blade? In that case, it will soon sing with moonlight. Azura gave us this weapon to drive bent spirits back into oblivion. I'm eager to do her good work again. So is the moonlight blade. Yes, Swordfielder. And may Azura bless our labors. The ancient texts tell us that when we pass on, we rejoin our mother Azura. She awaits us on the other side of the crossing, and welcomes us home with open arms. In joining Azura, we also rejoin the Jakaje, the great well of Khajiit spirits, the eternal soul that binds one cat to another. Reel-kal hates Azura, and fears reunion with the souls of his people. That is why he created this dead realm of his. We will destroy it utterly. A darkness like Reel-kal's cannot be cast out. We must end it permanently. spirits know nothing but hunger. One day they will repent of their sins. Not today, though. So we banish them back to the void. Good. The Moonlight Blade sings the Hidden Moon song again. Take it to Azura's gate. We will speak further there.
We may have a problem. This gate won't budge. Speak to Chandori, would you?
Azura's gate. I had almost forgotten its beauty. Azura's gate. I had almost forgotten its beauty. No door bearing Azura's likeness is locked to the wielder of the Moonlight Blade. Once we enter the temple, we must look for Reel-kal's orbs. To destroy them, we must first defeat their protectors, Shades of Reel-kal. That task falls to you. They will try to flee back into the orb, but I will dance across the breach and destroy them on the other side before they escape. Without the shade to protect them, the orbs will shatter, and those doors to Reel-kal's realm will collapse. The power of the Moonlight Blade should dissolve the wards and allow us to enter the temple. Harness that power, and we can proceed. Slivers of Reel-kal's soul, fragments of the whole that exist only to defend Reel-kal and his phylacteries. We thought they were simple animated shadows at first. We learned, too late, that they are much more than that. Only loose fragments, the width and breadth of Reel-kal's soul. It would burst the heart of most Khajiit. It will take much more than slaying these shades to bring an end to the Dark Adept. Witch of Azura, where will we find the Dark Adept's orbs?
His corrupt stench billows out of the northern vault, but darkness gathers to the east and west, too.
Then we strike east and west. Destroying those orbs should weaken Reel-kal before our final attack.
I can't risk approaching him while he remains at full strength. I'll do what I can from here. Azura guide you, my friends.
Your soul belongs to the poor. Fools! Servants of a false queen! You will scream for mercy when I...
Quiet now. Time to serve your penance. through faith and loyalty, brother.
Well done. Destroying the orbs diminished Reel-kal's power, but I don't know for how long. You have to strike now.
Azura's baby lives at last. They will teach you to feel the dark. You always did underestimate me, Shando.
Destroying me will not save you, brother. Another wields the Moonlight Blade.
And they will share your fate soon enough.
I arrived too late, damn! The veil is paper thin near the orb, friend. Use the Moonlight Blade. It might allow you to widen the bridge. You can still catch him if you act quickly.
Azura, upon all the spirits of my fallen kin, I pray, lend me strength. You followed? Azura be praised. My failure may not doom us after all. I hesitated, sword wielder. Despite all the years, all the sorrows, I still thought I could save him. Now, he prepares to reconstitute himself, to escape once again. He is. I know he is. But, moons forgive me. I have such doubts. How could any Khajiit abandon Azura completely? Especially a Khajiit as great as Reel-kal. No. I cannot afford such thoughts. Not anymore. Good. Bring this tale to an end, my friend. Tighten your jaws, harden your heart, and strike true. You will defeat him. I know this, because despite his strength, your will is stronger. Trust in Azura, and in yourself. Moons guide you, sword wielder. Moons guide.
Dare to face me here? Come here and join Shando in the void. There is no escape. I am my realm, and my realm is me.
Well done, sword wielder. Come, we have little time. There, a portal.
We haven't much time. Reach for me!
Do not worry for me, friend. Go.
There! They emerge!
No, I lost Chandori. I am sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. I trained Shando to face the dark. He will find his way. I am certain of it.
You return victorious. What a relief. From this side of the portal, I could only see white flames slashing through the shadows. Even so, I'm confident you sundered Reel-kal's spirit. I am sorry about Chandori. I just couldn't reach far enough. There may be one way, though it's not without risk. Reel-kal's realm is one of absolute darkness. Your friend's soul is so thoroughly shattered, I can't be sure that what I'm gathering is actually Chandori. Any sliver of spirit that's free of Reel-kal's corruption will come through as well. Summoning unknown spirits is not always wise. Of course I am. When I give you the signal, hold the moonlight blade aloft. I'll draw the spiritual fragments through the sword, then send them on to realms beyond. Be ready to act if something other than Shando appears, all right? Stand in the ritual circle and raise the moonlight blade. I will do the rest. Lost and shattered light, come forth. Cast off your shadows and heed my call.
Chandori is whole. Azura shows me mercy.
Shando, is that you?
Yes, brother. It's time to go home.
It's so dark. I can't.
Come. I will show you the way.
My children, did you see them? Chandori never lost faith as I did. He did not give in to fear or doubt, even as the stones fell around us. Reel-kal, my boy. Be gentle, Kanathi. Be merciful, Azura. My children are coming home.
So, Reel-kal wasn't beyond redemption after all. That's heartening. If a creature like the Dark Adept can rediscover the light, perhaps other lost souls can do the same. I think I'll stay here a while. The Adepts of the Hidden Moon still have a great deal to teach us, it seems. As for you, the Moonlight Blade remains in your care. Wield it justly, and never forget what we accomplished here. Azura guide you, friend. We may have sundered and redeemed Reel-kal, but his thralls remain. Ushering those spirits back to oblivion will keep me busy for some time. As for you, you have Azura's eye now. She'll guide you to glory. You need only listen. It appears so, with our help, of course. You should be very proud, my friend. Bringing a person so thoroughly corrupted back to the light is practically unheard of. My conjuring ritual drew every speck of light from Reel-kal's realm of darkness. It appears that beneath all that evil, some kernel of Reel-kal's better nature remained intact. A discovery as startling as it is uplifting. On to the next life, I suppose. Perhaps to my lady, Azura herself. Wherever they go together, and that is an encouraging thought. Well done, my friend.
Happening again. I see a dragon.
Cadwell? Cadwell? What was that about a dragon? Ah, there you are. See to Cadwell, if you would. Then join us in the throne room for the War Council.
Hello? Is someone there? I appear to be back in my head. Well, my other head. The other head. This is so confusing. Wait. Things are becoming clearer now. Yes, well, there you are. Oh, so good to see you again, my friend. I saw that nasty orc necromancer, Zumog Fool. He really is a despicable fellow. And there was a dragon, a huge, powerful, eyes as big as a house dragon. They called it Carl Grunted, means champion of the bound time. How do I know these things? Well, yes, I did. Seems the ears are as connected as the eyes. They talked about the moons, something about an eclipse and the perfect time to use the gate. I remember something about that from when I was the betrayer, but the details are hazy. My memory returns in dribs and drabs, but I'm not sure that's a good thing. If I remember anything helpful, though, I'll let you know. Where are my manners? They're waiting for you. Queen Chimera has called another war council in the throne room. Not a clue, but I know one way to find out. Head inside and see what the Cat Queen has to say.
The archives were extremely helpful once I found the appropriate documents.
Our moon singers and moon priests have always paid particular attention to detail. What did you learn?
Tharn found documents regarding an ancient agreement with the Dragon Guard. They apparently provided a weapon to use against the dragons.
This relates to the legends of Kunzari and Queen Anequina, yes?
Pardon the interruption, Queen Chimera, but that sounds like the dragon horn we found. That dragon guard didn't survive, but he gave us the Anequina dragon horn.
So this alliance I reluctantly agreed to has borne fruit.
The Cygnus Irregulars assisted, but your agent did the important work.
A weapon from the Dragon Guard. Interesting. Come, Five Claw. I want to hear your report. Agreeing to an alliance with Imperials. At least it appears this Prefect Kalo assisted you. Tell me what happened out there, Five Claw. I want to hear it from you. So that is the dragon horn. It is much smaller than I thought it would be, and it looks fragile. Sound it once and it will probably crumble to dust. What are we supposed to do with such a thing? As always, you have my thanks, Five Claw. Euraxia hoped to appease the dragons by assassinating the last dragon guard of Elsweyr. He died, but at least you acquired the Anequina Dragonhorn and avenged his death. Now if we only knew what to do with the damn thing. I know how a horn works, Five Claw, but this is a relic of ancient magic. I do not want to damage it before we learn the true significance of its power. I will have Tarn do more research. In the meantime, we have another matter to deal with. Cadwell's visions strike more frequently now, with more urgency. Tarn believes Zumag Foom is close to reassembling Cadwell's dismembered body. I want you to stop him. The betrayer of legend must not be reborn. Abner Tarn checks on Cadwell regularly. Find them and see if they can tell you where Zumag Foom hides. Meanwhile, I will consult with Gareshri. Review the Kunzari stories before we task Tarn with learning more about the Dragonhorn. Legends and myths make up a great part of who we are, Five Claw. For the Khajiit, the truth of our stories is the truth, pure and simple. The return of the dragons began with the tales of Kunzari, and I expect it to end there as well. No. Kunzari and his company of heroes predate the arrival of the Akaviri and Tamriel. It was the Akaviri who gave rise to the Dragon Guard and revealed the secrets of the Dragonhorn. As I understand it, the Starhaven Dragonhorn was a gift,